Hi everyone, Baby Yoda's mom here, and today we are going to Animal Kingdom. I hope you all enjoy it, and me and Baby Yoda are just gonna look at animals, that's all we're gonna do. No bumpy rides for him, but maybe next time. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy.
They make a big show of like where he was big. I can grow facial hair like that. I'm talking about it. Leave cigar in his mouth. Just saw it out of the corner of his mouth. I think there's bats in there. I know the title. Did you? Other.
Yeah.
Right here.
It's a Bengal tiger. Oh my god. That's one big fat tiger. Oh.
Oh, that I understand. Look at the tail. Oh, the little lizard. Show me the little lizard. Looking at you, dude. Looking at you guys. Wow. Hungry.
You're so beautiful.
Hungry for Skittles. Yeah, not enjoy your sweet stuff. Papa, Leo. Yo tengo uno y yo también. ¿Cuánto más?
Yeah, there are a whole bunch of them. They're not just any geese. I was looking over there. I'm glad you did that, yeah.
Tell him to come in here with us. Oh no, wait, there's some coverage already.
Yeah, no, you
I appreciate that. Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. What do you do?
We're gonna do our best to spot them. It does seem that we have one out here on the right already, which is going to be an okapi. The okapi is this striped animal here on the right at the top of the hill with that brown back and major part of its body. Now it is actually a relative of the giraffe, though many believe it is a relative of the zebra because of those striped legs. But we know it's a relative of the giraffe because of the shape of his skull, very similar to. You'll see a couple more laying together over here on the left as well. Probably keeping clean since it's been a pretty wet day for them today.
Oh, there's a container up there. I think
Now here on the left in this part of the reserve is where we have our kopi. A kopi is this rock formation here on the left, which is an advantage point for many of the animals on the savanna, allowing them to get the most view of what may be up ahead for them. And if you see here on the right, we're going to have another species of antelope, male, and he's about 14 years old, the oldest bontebok in the world. Now the bontebok almost went extinct, with only about 17 to 20 left in the wild. Luckily, a group of African villagers tried to help by building a fence around them, which helped group their numbers a little bit. Though they can corner here. Hi. Including ostriches coming up on the left. Ostriches are the largest bird, though they are flightless.
they have eggs. Yeah.
They can run about 40 miles per hour and will actually use their wings to change direction. We also have the white rhino out this way. And the white rhino gets their name from their wide, broad, square mouths, a little different, for we do not want them to be.
Oh, there's a rhino.
Of our mud pits over here, we have a black rhino. Now that black rhino is about 3,000 pounds, 3 tons. And they're actually known to have prehensile lips, just like the okapi's tongue, prehensile. That's how he eats. Now the black rhino is one of the most territorial of the rhino species, and that's why we tend to keep them separated from the rest. Animal with some white stripes and an orange and brown back. That is going to be a bongo way out here to the left, way towards the wall. Now bongos are often known as ghosts of the forest because they can be pretty difficult to see.
There's bubbles right there. Nothing but popping up. No.
And we do have some pinkback pelicans, not elephants, sorry friends, pinkback pelicans here on the center islands. They're going to have some pretty large gray wings and some pretty big bills. Now they get their name from the color they achieve during mating season. And although it's a pretty light pink and hard to see, that is what they get their name from.
Good friends.
And it seems we have a hippopotamus heading to the water now. So if you look way out to the left, you might see it. There's even another one further ahead, but this one is fully out of the water, giving us a pretty good look.
There he is. That's the other one. Hey, ugly.
Now these hippos get to be about 4,000 pounds and live for over 40 years. We did recently have a calf born on the reserve. These calves are pretty large already.
Hello.
Though they do look pretty small next to the parent.
Hello.
Now it's a good chance to see them baby hippos because sometimes they do nurse under the water for long periods of time, making them hard to see. But here on the left we have some Nile crocodile, the largest crocodilian in Africa. They can get to be about 16 feet long and have a bite force of over 2,000 pounds.
Wild dogs.
Now if you look way out to the left, sometimes by the wall or under the cave, depending where they like to go, you might see some spotted animals under here. These spotted animals out here are going to be African wild dogs, often called painted dogs because of their unique markings. Sometimes they blend really well out by the cave, but they're a pack animal, and they're actually one of the most successful hunters. I did notice one running behind the cave, but like I said, sometimes they're hard to see, so if you don't see them, don't feel too bad. But as we come around them, you're going to see some sable antelope out here on the left. The sable antelope is actually the symbol of our reserve because they're one of the most territorial and defensive of the antelope. They will actually defend themselves from predators.
There's even a real-life car moving.
Hey, what's such a long way?
The species of the giraffe we have here on the reserve, known to have messy, jagged spots, unlike the reticulated, which is another species that has more uniform lines. And when they're born, they're already at about 6 feet tall, which makes them one of the tallest mammals on land. They also have these little horns, but they also have a white underbelly instead of stripes that go all the way down. They're also known to have a extra bit of skin on the bottom of their neck, known as a dewlap. And the dewlap is actually what regulates their body temperature. Their group name is actually called a dazzle. So when you see a group of zebra like them, you would call them a dazzle of zebra.
That's a pony. Mama, that one is a pony, not a zebra. No, two zebras, two zebras, one pony.
Buffalo.
Now it seems we might have gotten an animal in the road a little bit further ahead, which is what is backing us up from continuing our safari, but hopefully we'll get them out of the way in just a moment. So many of these animals are free roaming, as you can see, and they do tend to make it up to the trucks quite easily.
We went behind the plant.
Now friends, once again, we're just going to need you to remain seated. That includes children. We can't have them standing in any...
We got some more over there.
On our way. We have another couple of giraffe out here on our right. A group of giraffe is called a tower because they like to tower over the savanna.
I saw.
Yeah, she got the baby.
Quiet. We do have some
Look,
mandrills out
baby,
there
look.
on the left.
Look at the baby.
Mandrills are the largest of the monkey species, and they can get to be about 100 pounds once full grown as males. We're going to do our best to continue on through past this foliage and hopefully get everyone a better look. Usually the herd of elephant consists of the larger females, as well as many of the juveniles, mixed male and female, who are not yet old enough to leave the herd. You can see one of the elephants reaching their trunks out pretty far. An elephant's trunk can hold about 5 gallons of water. And their massive ears are actually why they're called African elephants, since they are very closely resemble the shape of the African continent. But over there on the right, past by the tree, you might see a pretty large horned animal known as an Ankole cattle. The Ankole cattle are one of the 2 domesticated species on our reserve. We have another elephant over here on the left as well. You might see them flapping their ears. Typically, elephants will flap their ears to fan themselves if they feel a little warm, since it can help them cool off. Another thing they like to do is spray mud, hay, and water on their backs as a form of natural sunscreen, since even these large elephants still need help from the harmful UV rays. But here on the left, we have an island of greater flamingo. Now, the greater flamingo are the largest but lightest in pink color of the flamingo species. Now you might notice they have a few gray ones out in between, and those are the juvenile flamingos. They'll get their color later on though, not to worry, from their diet, which consists of brine shrimp. And the brine shrimp give them the beta carotene they need to turn beautiful and pink. Flamingos to keep their homes with a head in the road. So hopefully we're going to go ahead and get a better look as we come on through here. help these animals, but also for promoting conservation. Now, they recently acquired a group of Nigerian dwarf goats, and you might see a couple here in the front. This is about as big as they're ever gonna get, only about 3 feet tall, which is actually...
Okay, me and Baby Yoda are home, and we had so much fun of going to Animal Kingdom, of watching all the animals, of looking at all the other animals, and going to Kilimanjaro Safaris, and it was really cool seeing all the animals. So I think this is what I wanted to show you. Baby Yoda going to Animal Kingdom for the first time. So far we made all 4 parks, but we're gonna go to Epcot again for the Food and Wine Festival. So I'll see y'all later. Bye everyone.